the Projekt Perfumes India, and I'm Mohit here. And today I'm showcasing what I've been waiting for a long time. We started with all native with 30 ml, then went to 50 ml, and now we have the brand new 100 ml right here in front of you. Why we didn't launch 100 ml at the beginning? The reason being, we emphasize on the juice. So mostly, let's say you buy on Amazon. So what you're paying, let's say you're paying 500 for a product. By Amazon standards, or what these researchers talk about, to be profitable on Amazon, or at least to break even, it has to be 5x. So what do you derive from that? That let's say you're buying a fragrance for 1,000 rupees on Amazon or Flipkart or any of the marketplaces. It should be 100 rupees to make, or 1,000 rupees you're buying for, it should be 200 rupees that goes into it. Now that 200 rupees splits into 4 or 5 parts. One goes into the box, one goes into the bottle. A lot of people have talked about it. I don't want to repeat that all, but let's come to it. A perfume is recognized by its concentration, that what's in it. Like how human is recognized with its qualities, same way the perfume is being recognized by the ingredient it has. So the maximum the concentration means maximum you're getting out of it. So whenever you're buying a perfume, do not calculate per ml price, but you can calculate by like the oil in it. I'll tell you how to do that. So let's say we have launched 100 ml Projekt All Native. So what we are offering out of it, considering summers is at its peaks right now, it is June. So I'll pick up the freshest blend and Projekt All Native in a way. What we have tried to do with it is like take like world's top 100 fragrances, be it designer, be it a niche, be it a cheapie, and bring a palette to you, which is like you don't have to think much. You buy anything that's like a top seller already. So let's pick up like 3 summer scents. For this month, I'll pick up this, and by the way, these displays are also putting on sale, and which should be the third way of this. I'm going to show you later. Let me put it here right now. Right, the first one I picked up is Narrow List for the summers. Alright, you see this? These are our new caps, laser cut. Why I haven't been posting videos lately, because what I realized that you need to learn a lot of new things. Apart from blending we have mastered. We've launched like a notch perfumery, all native. Cloning is like the easiest thing to do. But when you put up your thoughts, your innovation, you come up with concepts like this. So this is something like kind of a benchmark for upcoming brands. That is what we can do. You put your mind and you can jump above it. So these caps are like laser cut. Every city, anywhere, you will find someone who has a nice laser cut setup. And these are the labels printed at a local printer. And these are like 100 ml bottles. And this is the first fragrance, which is Narrow List, that is Neroli Portofino from Tom Ford, known to be similar to 4711. However, this lasts a lot longer. This lasts for like good 6-7 hours. I'm talking about this version. Original one maybe 3 to 4 hours. It gives you like nice zest of spices with Neroli. And the second one is Island Original. We have quite a lot of scents. I can talk about these scents for like 10 minutes each, but let's keep it short. So that you can, there are a lot of offerings out there, and why you should buy this, I'm giving you a reason. This is Island Original. So there's no brand to create all native for Virgin Island water by Tom Ford. I can't remind, I can't recall any. So if you think there's no clone for, and it's one of the best summer scents, gives you nice saltiness, zestiness, the sea breeze, and it's like you're drinking a mojito, or somewhat like Malibu. Malibu is like white vodka, and it gives you that vibe straight off. So coconut is the dominant note in here that gives you all that Malibu kind of vibe, and you feel like uplifted. So fragrances do affect a lot on your mood. This is a classic example of that. This is the second fragrance for the summers. Third one is our main attraction, and with that I'm going to reveal my presentation for All Native 100 ml. Before that, I did skip on a lot of videos. I'm going to show you the 50 ml box. Hang on. Alright, so this is our 50 ml box right here. A lot of you, we didn't made a lot of them. We made like 1,000 of them, and if you have these, consider you're like one of those who got one of the 1,000 boxes, right? We do plan to have them engraved with your name and all that, but it takes a lot of time, and we are on a mission to pump out like the maximum fragrances possible. So we skip on that. That's not necessary. This one, for example, is Spirit Intense. This is called the emitter box. What does that mean? That first of all, it's really risky to carry fragrances on its own because high probability you'll drop them somewhere and it's gonna break. So what this case does is you can spray it right from inside, and even if you drop like this, the bottle is intact. You see? So added layer of protection, plus it's cool to carry a box like this. And this is Bentley Intense, and it's like as powerful. It's like 3x powerful what you get in the malls right now. It's Bentley Intense, almost like an X-ray concentration. It's like 25% is what we put. Sometimes we go up to like 22 to 25, depending on. It should match the scent profile. And this Spirit Intense 50 ml. Though we don't have 50 ml anymore, we have these 100 mls. Right? You see this box? It's made of like MDF, Google it, it's like a fiber material, wood enforced fiber, something like that. So it comes with, this is the shape of the bottle that we have. Inside is the back. We are planning to put some information here, and it says Ordinary logo. Why we have given this kind of side is to match our older presentation. You know, there should be a matching sort of. So, and there how it goes. So it's not a box, it's more like a case. You can use it to carry your essential things like keys or a diary or XYZ. Maybe we can change the shape of the bottle and make it you can fit in a mobile as well. But yeah, once you open it, you see the bottle in here. And yeah, I was talking about this. This is our top seller, Freshie. And from last 3-4 months, we have kept it out of stock, just to get the idea what the demand is all about. And yeah, it's a simple case. It's an MDF case. It won't break, but it's more like a Lego. If you look here, you can detach it on your own and rearrange it back as it is. More like a Lego concept. So it's quite a fun to do it. Especially look at this inside. There are like 3 lines outside. You see this? And the inside is like complicated. So it's not like we are just creating square boxes or anything. It's a lot of things that has gone into it, into the making, and that is what calls the product worth when a lot of thought has gone into it. So this is how the bottle looks like. It's inspired by one of the best freshies in the world, created by the top influencer in fragrance industry who knows fragrances in and out, who knows the complementing factor in and out. It's inspired by Office for Men by Jeremy Fragrance. So it comes in a 100 ml bottle. It looks similar to what he has made, but he can't blame us for that because he picked up a stock bottle. It's a stock bottle, so anyone can pick it up. And it comes with our own branding. The juice is like super 30%. Super 30%. Look at the color. While it comes in like transparent color. You take off the cap, put it back in, and spray. And like, it's one of the best, freshest scents, the longest lasting. This gives me like good 10 hours minimum. What's the main ingredient is the ambroxan, which already is mimicking ambergris. Ambergris is added to, imagine something, let's talk about ambergris. So that's how the connection of thoughts happen. Ambergris, why ambergris was used in fragrances since ancient times? Who would think of using whale puke into a perfume? Because it has a property of lasting like for the longest time on the skin. So perfumers started to use ambergris as the ingredient to, make perfumes long lasting. So ambroxan is what is mimicking a synthetic version of ambergris, and it gives you a similar properties, and due to being synthetic, it could be programmed into to last even longer. So you talk about the longest lasting scents in the market right now. they all have ambroxan. So let's talk about the one we're talking, Office for Men. The second, the Taiga by Bulgari, is like heavy dose of ambroxan. Let's talk about the Ganymede by Marc Antoine Boris. That also has a dose of ambroxan. So, and even Sauvage Elixir, everyone's talking about it. So that what the magic is the ambroxan. So what we are trying to do here, pick up like the original DNA of Office for Men and add a lot of ambroxan. When I say lot of ambroxan, still to a limit, till the time you could bear it, because ambroxan could be a little too heavy and start smelling like sandalwood, a bit more milky. So when you know a fragrance is balanced, when you know the original note smells like how it should. Like, I'm a humble person at heart. When I'm behaving humble, that's like my limit. When I'm behaving like over that, that means I'm not behaving right. That means I might smell more synthetic or might smell more medicinal. Similar way, ambroxan smells natural till the time it's in its limit. There comes Alexa White, better than Jeremy for Men, I can guarantee. That's been selling for like 100 euros or 200 euros. Indian में बात करें तो 10,000 8,000 minimum price है after all discount. This we are selling for like 1,500. It's like $18, not even 18. Dollar is like 8.5 right now. So like yeah, 16.5, 17.5, and you get this bottle with amazing case, which is like super solid. Okay, that was my like sales pitch for like top 3 fragrances. Now coming to what I like the most are like which have been there, which have been not there from a lot of time. You know, scarcity wala jo concept hai na, it's like scarcity brings the urgency and blah blah blah. Same applies on the fragrances. Some fragrances people are not able to buy, not able to explore, not able to buy a decant, not able to get a sample. Those are the most wanted fragrances. So what you try to do in Projekt Alternative is like bring those. So first of those is this being expensive, this being scarcity, and let me pick up this, also scarcity based. So first one is L'Homme. Why this is scarce? Prada has been going through a lot of management changes. So the production has been taken a hit. So a lot of people come to us and they want to buy Prada L'Homme. Though it costs like 5,000 to 6,000, coming to dollars is like 75 to 85. What we are offering here is exact like 99.99% similar to Prada L'Homme at a price tag of like $17.5 or like 1,200, 1,300 rupees, and it comes in a casing like this. It's absolutely bang for a buck. We saw someone selling like not someone but like the official selling Prada L'Homme for 8,000 bucks. In a simply combined, you can buy like 6 bottles of this freaking juice, or even if you don't want to buy like 6 of a single juice, you can buy 1 of this, 1 of Turk's tea, which is Nishan Boulanger. This has been facing scarcity because of the supply chain. The brand has seen so much of positive feedback. Maybe their marketing have been right, maybe the choice of perfumers have been right, or the market condition. So yeah, this is not available anymore. So Boulanger, this also you can buy for like $18, $15 in India and $20 overseas. So this makes a great bang for the buck, and I love it because of the fig, because of the iced tea, the tea note in it. It's absolutely to die for. It can't get better. I've seen brands selling like 50 ml for $60, like Dua, Alexandria, John Ray, blah blah blah. And this is Instant Rouge Vanilla. This is Instant Crush by Mancera. So Mancera, once upon a time, they were considered to be the economical brand. If somebody don't want to buy Aventus for like $450, they could buy a Siddharth Boa for $30, $40, or let's say $100. So this one we are selling for $20. Instant Rouge Vanilla, inspired by Mancera. Instant Crush. If you go to market today that you want to buy Instant Crush, the market has been like, you can't get for below $100 or at least $120. So imagine getting this, which is like bang on similar, comes with a great presentation, has its own appeal, that even if you show it to someone, it doesn't look like a clone. Like Armaf is like a popular clone. What other brands do, make a look alike and a smell alike, and it's like this. So this is like still $20 because we are shipping out from India, and India has been known for Even China was like evolved. We have been known for having like a great value for money kind of factor, still maintaining the quality. And then comes the Saint. This might be my cover page of the video. Photographer, videographer, take a note of it. We click the pic, right? So Saint is going to be my cover pick, and this is like one of the best scents I like out of the collection, because this costs just $10, and this is mimicking Rasasi Havas, which is what, 75, 80 or $100 average, and this gives me like exact same Invictus Aqua kind of a feel, but just more amped up, What I like about Projekt All Native personally, keeping the prejudices aside that I'm the founder, I'm the one to, but like let's think about, like, I'm a user to perfumes since the beginning. These all came later, right? So what I get for $20, what do I get? Nothing. So I'm getting a scent which is high concentration, has a good presentation, like these boxes which I've been literally flaunting. So it couldn't get better. Simple as that. Of delivering something. I mean, I know people in India. So in India, you go on Amazon, it's easy. $10 you pay for a fragrance. While similar thing on US, UK, Australia market is $50. So people in this like 5x. So we are delivering something for like not 10 but 15, but a quality like a 50. So it makes sense. So that is why most of the buyers, even if you're the one who have been using Projekt All Native, you would minimum have like 10 bottles or 12 bottles. So that is like something you don't see that, right? Has someone having a tens and dozens of bottles of a single brand. That is because of the value for money. So we don't have to put a lot of effort in acquiring customer, because once we acquire a customer, the customer stays with us for a really, really long time. So that's the key, guys. The concentration really matters, because what we put is like 20-25% of the hardcore oil chosen by myself. I go to various distilleries or the perfumeries in Barcelona, even in Switzerland, in Dubai, in India, and pick up the best from them. And even if I couldn't get the best, I go to someone who customizes and could give me a customized version. Like this Hydro X is Allure Sport. What current version is missing, what older version used to have, is that salty sea vibe. So what we did, someone sent us a sample for Allure Sport. So we just added a bit of Aqua di Gio molecule in it, and that is it. We kind of fixed it. So it's not about, I've been a software tester for a really, really long time. So it's like kind of fixing fragrances as well. And what it smells like right now is like something 20% concentrate, a niche fragrance you're smelling. And whereas what does it cost? It's like 12.5 in India. And if you're buying overseas, it does apply a lot of expenses. So 25 overseas. So that's what my job is. 21 guns, spice bomb. Why we create this is because of the scarcity. People were not able to buy a spice bomb below a $100 price point in India, or 6,000 rupees in India. So we made 21 guns, and we are also making 21 guns extreme. Should we name it 42 guns? I don't know. Let's see. And yeah, but this one exactly gives you the spice bomb vibe. You're like entering into a spice market or a very posh tuxedo store. It smells like that. I love it, because these are the fragrances I'd been looking for, I'd been hunting for in 2021, 2020. No, 2021 is recent. In 2011, 2012. And now still people are struggling. I mean, if you want to buy a spice bomb right now, go online, try buying it. That's what I'm talking about. That is where Projekt All Native comes in the picture. Next I'm going to pick up is the Evening Scents. One of the darkest, dankest of Projekt All Native. 3 in my hand. 4th one is a bonus. I'm going to show this first. Right, this Drip to Drip Black, inspired by Back to Back Killian. So it's a very nice cigar smell with vanilla in it, and a ample of balance, boozy vibe. So that's Back to Black. It is one of the best tobacco scents. And why people don't talk about it nowadays? Because Black Phantom like took over it. Whoa, this is like, I'll mix it myself. I know this. This is 28%. And this is going to give you very nice boozy cigar vibe, pretty much to tobacco vanilla, but this is more boozy. More boozy means more spicier. And this is tobacco vanilla or QC tobacco, which is like a sweetened version of Back to Black. Why we prefer tobacco scents in the evening? Because in nature, in the evening the temperature drops down, and when temperature drops down, these kind of scents makes more sense. If the temperature is up, I mean there's too much of heat, there's very less moisture, very less water around you, you would detect like aquatic scent pretty much more. In the evening it's actually the reverse, so you have to put a dark scent which is like a boozy or a tobacco to get you noticed. What this one is, whoa, too strong. Damn. I'm the one to blend it, but people who use tobacco vanilla, I mean, have a great tolerance for fragrances. So I'm free to do with what I could do with my blending. But this comes with a huge blast of vanilla and tobacco. And after that it goes into nutmeg, blah 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 blah. But yeah, this is going to surprise you in the opening. It is going to surprise you with the closing as well, because this lasts for a good 12-14 hours. Tobacco vanilla reinvented. So even if you buy the original Tom Ford tobacco vanilla from any duty free and you buy this, anytime you feel like that this is not better, will give you money worth the original, like $200 for like a 50 ml. And at the same time, if you bought it and you buy this, you compare both of them and you say that this one's not better, we're gonna give you $200 back. That's like an open challenge on this one. And of course, we're not gonna validate much. If you say that, we're gonna give you $200 and work on it, how to make it like that. Next is Nomad. So Nomad is Ombre Nomad by Louis Vuitton. So that's one scent. Not any of the houses have cloned it, except from some Middle Eastern houses, because this is a very, very unique combination of leather and oud. And Louis Vuitton is a creative house, so what they have tried to do is bring in the feel of the most expensive of the bags into a perfume. This is like straightly walking into most expensive section of the airport, the most expensive section of a mall or Dubai Mall or wherever you go for that kind of splurging your money. It's going to smell like money. It's called Nomad by Projekt All Native. And next one is Oud Voodoo, one of the most popular oud scents out there, inspired by Oud Wood by Tom Ford. And we got to be a little quick. I could talk about fragrances on and on. This is BTC Privé, 1 million Privé, which is again discontinued, but I consider this to be the best of 1 million line because it has that right amount of leatheriness into it, the right amount of spiciness into it. It's not very heavy or very sweet on cardamom or those notes, but it's like very masculine compared to the original. Next is one of the freshest vetiver original, inspired by Creed original vetiver, the vintage version. And in winters, these kind of people ask you to have like the khas sherbet or like eat mangoes or have those cooler things. A similar way, this has a medicinal property, vetiver, to soothe you or to gives you that kind of calmness or creaminess. It's very creamy when you smell it. I've been smelling a lot of vetiver from Kannauj as well. This one is the most wearable vetiver with ample amount of creaminess of ambroxan. Let's not say ambroxan but ambergris, like how Creed claimed it to be more of a ambergris based. We added ambroxan to it to make it last longer. While Gurla vetiver, Creed original vetiver, these do not last over 2-3 hours. This one will give you good 8 hours of entire vetiver spectrum. That's what I love about it. It's not like we are not like picking up oil and alcohol, and I used to do that in the beginning, but then we learned that's not the only thing that involves into making a clone, or you need to fine tune it. So that fine tuning part is what we have specialized into, and we have tried to make it even better. Because we sell a lot of fragrances, not just Projekt All Native, but the rest of them as well. So we take a constant feedback what people are looking for. That's what makes tourist alternative different than rest everything else, because we have been in touch with the actual users and then the clone users, and then we deliver the same experience. All right, coming to next is, yeah, these three. After that we have three more. This Hurricane Oud. Why I love Hurricane is the artwork. Who are the Bob Dylan fans here? It's a very famous song, Hurricane. And a saying by Bob Dylan, if you know, you got a comment in below, if you comment in. So it's about success. If you comment that, I'm going to send you this bottle complimentary. Right, so Hurricane Oud is Versace Oud Noir. I came up with Hurricane idea with Dylan Blue, because Dylan Blue is like Bob Dylan, so I picked up Bob Dylan, made Dylan Blue as Hurricane. Then I made Slurricane, which is Versace Pour Homme. Then I made Hurricane Oud, which is Versace Oud Noir. It's the most non-offensive oud scent that we'll ever encounter. It's a great scent to get started with oud. And it gets you compliments, as the best thing about it, for the evenings, for the day wear. It's like a all-time rock star. Then comes Ginger X. This is kind of a champion lost in time. Durham Sport 2012 version. They ultimately reformulated in 2021, but this gives you a very zingy. Dior Homme is known to be one of the most, the dapper fragrances. You smell sophisticated. This one gives you a zing. You're sophisticated, but you could be fun in the evening, sort of. So Ginger X, Durham Sport 2012. And then comes Aris, the Dark Knight. I'll say a Dark Knight. We have our Aris is like the father of Eros. If you go to the Greek mythology, who's father of Eros? Now I'm talking about Versace Eros, not Versace Eros, but the real Eros. Is Aris. So what we have tried to make is father of Eros in fragrance world, and we have tried to put in as much as possible, as much sweetness, the sweet vibe, the metallic vibe balanced together, giving you Aris. And we can guarantee any point of time you feel like this is not better than Eros Versace, you got like 100% money back, because these are like not too much. So you can keep this and we'll give you $20 back. It's not a